Xios.
I'm Xios.
Hey. I guess not.
You snooze, you lose.
Up there is our
Overlord?
You know, usually you say the title.
Yeah. Grand Poobah.
of this and that.
Master of all I survey. I am your game master, Serpent. And playing in the party today is...
Xios as Little Paw.
We're really doing this? We're really doing this?
Looks like they woke up on that side of the bed today.
Chaos already.
Tavir as Baxter Bones.
Oh, God.
You're dragging other people into it now. Rex Diaz, Henrietta, no one else gets to be her.
Killjoy.
Celestia as I panic.
I think you have to be Kara.
Okay, I'll be
At
Kara.
least.
Shadow as Little Paw.
No,
I'm
somebody's
tempted
already
to-
Little Paw.
Yeah, Shadow is Elowen.
And Shadow as Elowen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tempted to run with this and do a Freaky Friday game.
No.
That would be so funny.
It
It
would be
would.
funny,
It would
but
be
it'd be
very
really
funny.
hard.
It
Yeah.
would also be very hard, yes. All right, no. We have Xios. Oh, the names are on the stream. You can see
Yes.
who belongs to what character. We're not fooling anybody. We're not fooling anybody.
Except for the people who are just
Alright.
listening.
Except for the people who are just listening, in which case, my profound apologies.
Oh no, no worries. They already clicked.
No, it's funny.
The story so far that they already left. Who already left?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Just if they were just listening, they already left because it was too much chaos.
Oh.
True. Driving people away from the channel. That's the opposite of what we're trying to do here. Okay, the story so far. 4 of the 5 missing children of Falcon's Hollow have been rescued. Through your acts of daring do, you descended into the ruins beneath Druskar's crucible, the ancient dwarven ruins now inhabited by kobolds and other creatures. You rescued Kimmy Evewalker. You rescued Mikra Jabs. You rescued Jurin Creed, son of the Gavel of Falcon's Hollow, the rather mean Gavel Creed. You rescued Savram Vade, son of Falcon Hollow's mysterious wizard. Along the
Definitely
way,
not a necromancer.
I mean, definitely not. Why would you even think that? The only child left is Holland Hebradan, who is somewhere on the level below. The dwarven ruins stop at the level that you're on. Below this are the narrow, claustrophobic tunnels of the Goblin Warrens. Holland Hebradan is hopefully still alive down here somewhere. Also, hopefully down here somewhere is first Henrietta and now all of your friends, Edgrin Galesong, the Pathfinder. His last surviving party member from his ill-fated expedition, Tyron, the half-elf mage, is hopefully still alive somewhere down there as well. Plus, down there, according to your loyal Kobold followers who believe that Kara is the avatar of Dahak, the evil dragon god, according to your loyal Kobold followers, who have been given the names of Dinky and Pinky. Down below somewhere is King Merlicrep, the Kobold King himself, who is doing something, some twisted ritual, with his magical crown. Though what his aim is, no one can say. You are all standing around what in ancient dwarven times was a garbage hole, leading down to a refuse pit. However, it's been cleaned out over the many intervening centuries, and the kobolds have rigged up a giant metal cauldron with a winch and pulley system.
Oh, loading something?
Shall I go first then?
Just preloading it, because presumably you're actually going down to the next level at some point.
So, Dinky, Pinky, is this really the only way for us to go down?
That we know of, yes. This is elevator. Old
Af-
ruins, though. Maybe crevice somewhere for you to climb? But we no climb. We take elevator.
After you, Hen.
Alright, Hen gets in, draws both of her blades, and prepares to go down.
Okay, Hen's going down by herself.
Little Paul's gonna go down the rope with her.
Okay, Hen and Little Paul go down. We'll put you two together.
Wait. Before you go down, Hen, maybe we should have a secondary guide rope just to be safe.
You say this as Hen is in the cauldron and Little Paul's on the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Maybe for you guys. For me, it'd just get in the way.
Are you sure?
If I go down here and there's something to fight, I'd rather not be tied.
No, I meant a secondary rope onto the cauldron and to the top.
I'll look up. Is it a rope or is it a chain that's holding it up?
It is. Hang on, let me check my notes. It is a rope. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you look up at it. And Kara, since you mentioned it, you can give me a perception check as well.
No offense, Pinky, but I just don't trust Kobold engineering.
What? Kobold engineering is the best.
It's not exactly a complicated elevator, Kara, but you think it'll hold. Hen, you, on the other hand, think that you and Little Paul will probably be okay. But you think if any more than one of the larger characters got in this, the whole thing might collapse.
Yeah, like I said, not for me, but you guys will probably need one. So when it comes back up, you can attach it. She'll definitely need one, and I point a finger at the heavy armor wearing warrior. Well, / paladin / cleric / who knows yet.
She has a name, you know.
Does she?
Yeah.
Burden carrier.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, the
She is
punching
sworn to
bag? I
carry
mean,
your burdens.
Indeed.
Shadow,
sparring
you're
partner?
bleeding through a little bit on your audio. I'm sorry, what was that last?
Kara
We're just
first.
making jokes about Verona, I think.
Yeah.
But yes, Hen, you're pretty sure that if more than one medium-sized creature were to use this at a time, things would go poorly.
Yeah, I reiterate that. I'm saying you guys will definitely need to either add another rope or be careful how you're coming down, because two of you won't fit in here. Well, if the cauldron isn't, if I don't tug on the rope 3 times in a minute, and I'm dead.
That's not something
Kara,
to joke about, you know.
As you're up at the top with your torch, you can see the ground. It's about 15 feet below.
It's not that far. I won't be gone for long. If you really wanted to, one of you could probably drop down.
Wait, it's
It looks like there's
it's only 15
Yeah, it
feet
looks-
down.
I'm sorry, no, 20 feet down. There's about 10 feet of solid rock, and then it looks like it opens up after that.
Right, well, either way,
This was originally just a dwarven garbage pit.
I'll start lowering myself down.
Okay, you begin to lower yourself down. As I said, there's about 10 feet of solid rock. And then, as you descend into the gloom of the lower level, which you and Little Paw can actually see through just fine, if in black and white, you come into what was once an angular room with dwarven make walls. The west wall features a shaped archway, which is open, leading to the room beyond. But to the north and northeast, the walls have actually been smashed through, leading to dark, rough tunnels hewn directly into the rock. Cold air from the depths below flowed up through those wounds in the stone brick toward the shaft above, carrying with it the stench of wet earth and rot. In the northern part of the room are 4 kobolds, armed with leather armor, crossbows, and short swords, mercilessly taunting a tusked frog-like creature coated in a putrid layer of slime. 3 of the kobolds poke at it with swords, making it buck and thrash, while the 4th attempts to ride it like a bucking bronco to the hoots and hollers of their compatriots. You never make it 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, wah!
Little Paw shimmies off the rope and like she's next to Henrietta, and she's gonna look up at Henrietta for guidance as to what they're gonna do.
I'm just going to say, well, there's only 4 of them. And then stepping out of the cauldron / elevator is going to call out, surrender or die.
Okay, well, that's going to start then. While they were lowering themselves down, which takes about 2 minutes, what was everybody else doing?
Carrying a rope at the top part and waiting for it to come back up.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly waiting for it to come back up.
All right. It's close enough that you can hear coming up, although it echoes weirdly off the stone. But you can definitely hear it. You can definitely hear it coming up. The Can I move just Rex D up here? I wonder. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. That should do it. Yes. I figured it out. I made it work. And
What you talking about?
tab here.
Hen is still
All
right
right.
here.
You can hear Hen. You can hear Hen saying, "Surrender or die." So you all hear that pretty clearly. The kobold's turn, and with that kind of an intro, I feel like there's not a lot of room for talking right
I mean,
here.
I could attempt to gaze at all of them and demoralize them.
I thought that could only be done with one.
It probably could. It'll be whichever one steps up first.
Yes. All right. The distraction, however, does result in the kobold that was riding the tusked, slimy, toad-like thing just completely flying way off of the toad and slamming into the ground. So they're going to start. Actually, I'm going to give them a reflex save to see how badly, if at all, they get hurt. That is not a good reflex save. Okay, they're going to take some damage. So they're going to end up prone. And we'll give them a d6 of damage as they slam into the ground. 6 points of damage. Wow. As they just smack right into the ground, making a slick thump as they land in a pile of the thing's slime. And you can see there the slime radiating from the ground there. That is an area of slime. I'm going to pull the streaming view down to this level. All right. In fact, I'm going to pull everybody down to this level because this is where things are. Just some of you are still up at the top. And for everybody else, I'm going to put you down here. You're not really here. This is just so you can see things. For everybody else, we're all in initiative now. Go ahead and click to add yourselves to the initiative carousel.
Well, there goes my one crit for the session.
Isn't that always the way? Right. Everybody rolled? Looks like it. We are starting out. As Hen says, surrender or die. The gregarious kobold is quite startled, having been paying entirely attention to the game of bucking slurk. Hen and Hannah and Little Paul, you can both give me nature checks to try to see what you know about the giant toad thing. I say giant, it's medium-sized. It is very large for a toad thing. And easily of a size to be a mount for either of you. If you can stand the slime and the smell. None of you know quite what it is.
Try
Wow,
to.
15
Stimpy.
didn't even get a bit of information.
It's just
Nice.
not common enough above the surface for you to have seen one of these before.
It's Stimky, that's what it is.
It is quite stimky, yes.
Do I not get a bonus for being a cave dweller as part of a tribe?
Were you a cave dweller? Most goblins live above ground.
No, I was in the mountains. I don't know if that counts as caves, though.
This is more of a kobold thing. Kobolds
fine,
raise
then.
these things as mounts. Let's see. The kobold scout drops the stick it was using to prod at the amphibious creature and draws its short sword. Says something in Draconic, which I don't think anybody down here speaks, but those up above can hear it filtering through, saying, "Intruders! Attack intruders!" And immediately tries to mount the amphibious creature. Which it has been tormenting. So let's see how that goes. That goes pretty well. He now manages to mount the creature. And spurs it into action. Where it immediately moves forward. Trying to move around the cauldron to there, but it can do nothing else once it gets there.
I was going to say it drew a weapon, mounted, and charged.
Right, it wasn't a charge either because it doesn't have a charge action. So
Yeah,
all it can do is get up to you. Where is this one at? There we go. So that is all that it can do. The one that was on the ground stands up. That's one of its actions. And it's going to be a pain having it mounted. I'm just going to have it right next to it. It's in the same square as the frog thing.
Yeah.
And then immediately tries to leave that pool of slime. Or the pool of slime is very slick. So it needs to make an attempt to balance. Which it does handily. So it starts moving around. Oh, it doesn't have to move around all that way, does it? 50, 5. Yeah, I can move right in there. However, once again, that's all 3 of its actions, so it cannot take an action this turn, but it does have a nasty short sword drawn. This one, on the other hand, is already standing up and doesn't have to waste an action on that. They decide they don't want to move through the slime, so they draw a crossbow and take a simple step over in this direction. You're going to get some cover from this because of the cauldron. You're going to get a +1 cover bonus as they fire at you with a crossbow bolt. Which goes very wide as they almost slip and fall in the slime.
That one's yours, little Paul.
All right, Kara, you are still up top. You start hearing the shouts in Draconic. Let's get them! Ride! Ride, Stinky Tooth!
Oh, god damn it.
The elevator is still down at the bottom.
Kara's gonna fly down.
Okay, Kara flies down. Easy enough for Kara to do with her wings.
I mean, you attached a rope at the top, didn't you? You could climb down that.
She did not have time to affix the entire rope.
Nope.
You had 2 whole minutes. What were you doing?
It takes 10 minutes to affix the rope.
Yeah.
Since when?
Since I actually have rules for that.
Huh. Weird.
Because you have to set it up and test the strength of it, and if you want it to actually be sturdy and be certain that it's not going to collapse out from under you. But Kara, that is 1 movement action for you. What do you do there? Then,
As she does her dragon's breath at the kobold in front,
all right.
she's going to repeat what Hen said, but in Draconic: surrender or die.
Not surrender to
Your,
death chosen.
Your 2 helpful minions up top shout down, "You should do it! She's chosen of death!" Go ahead and roll me that breath weapon.
Why is
Remember to target your target.
There we go. Well, no, they have to roll their DC.
Oh, right. "15-foot cone. 15. That will not quite get the one in the back. So it's just going to get that one.
Yeah. I thought there were 4 and you killed 2.
No, the other
Oh.
two
over
are out
here
of
by
side
me.
there. This one right here
Kara's
is actually in this square.
Or
You want
Hen's
to
not.
reposition yourself?
Hen is not actually in that cone.
Neither are they, theoretically, but you can...
The 3 of them are.
Actually, yeah, you can. You can get all 3 of those. So, let's do some reflex saves. Reflex saving throw. All right, the frog tusk thing is going to take it in the face. By the way, go ahead and roll a nature to see if you know what it is now that you've seen it. Its rider will barely succeed.
Gar doesn't care what it is.
Yeah, you have no idea what that is. It's a big, fanged, smelly, slimy frog thing. They will succeed, but not critically succeed. So the mount's going to take it in the face. The other 2 are going to take half.
Is there a thing to do half, or you're just gonna have to do it manually?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it manually, but that's okay. 7 to that.
Ah, so that one gets 1.5.
Then, well, I was gonna just take your single roll. You generally only roll once for the whole blast, and then they each take 3. Ow! As fire shoots out, or wait, not fire. Spirit energy shoots out and slams into the 3 of them. You okay for that? You, they're servants of T.R.A.S.H. Baxter, you are up top. What do you do?
Baxter is going to hop in the cauldron alone and make his way down.
The cauldron is currently at the bottom, where Hen had pulled it already.
I guess I'll use my first. Are they still in the cauldron?
No, they have left the cauldron.
Okay, then I will use my first action to pull up the cauldron.
Roll me an athletics check to see how quickly you manage to do that. And this is just going to determine whether it takes 1 or 2 actions.
Or 3 actions.
Hey, that's going to take 3 actions. That's going to take your turn there.
Again? Is this another cursed session for Baxter Bones?
Every session is a cursed session for Baxter Bones. All right. Little Paw, you are already on the ground. You have seen Kara fly down, zap 3 of them with spirit energy. You've seen another shooting crossbows. You've seen another... well, one hasn't gone yet. This one here still has not gone. What do you do, Little Paw? This guy right here is shooting a crossbow.
Okay. No, it was the other guy that shot the crossbow. He's the one that stepped aside.
Oh, you're absolutely right. This guy shot the crossbow. This guy has not gone yet. You're correct.
The one in the back with the crossbow.
Yeah, and Hen told you that guy was yours.
Okay. So stealth first of all.
Okay, I'll give you that because you were just now coming out of the cauldron. That is a very good stealth roll. Yes, you believe that you are hidden. Okay, now, Little Paw, I'm going to actually need you to do something as you move into the slime. This is uneven terrain, essentially. The slime is very slick. It is easy to slip on. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. To balance. That is more than sufficient. You move nimbly. The slime doesn't bother you. You're too graceful. All right, that is definitely a hit. As you stab with your corset knife, this should also give you sneak attack. Yes, it does. Ooh, that's nasty. That is a good chunk of his life right there. And because you just hit him while he's in the slime, he now has to make a reflex save. Uneven ground is a really fun thing that can be incredibly comic, such as right now. You hit him, and this unbalances him. You see his feet comically scrabble at the slimy ground before he just slams down onto his back. And he is now prone in front of you.
Can only do one attack, can't I?
What's that?
Can only do one attack with one action, can't I?
With one action.
With one action, that's right, unless you have a special thing like Kara's Flurry that lets you do more.
Okay. Because I used one to hide, one to move, and one to attack.
That's right. That's all you've got right now.
That's 10 then.
But you did manage to knock him down.
Oh god, Little Paul multi-classing into monk.
What a horrifying thing that would be. Hen! It is your turn. They have moved up to you, but they have not managed to actually attack you.
Well, it'd be mean of me to not greet them, right?
I mean, that would just be rude.
So what I'm going to do is, the one that's not mounted, I'm going to double slash him.
Okay. The irritated kobold. He's already taken quite a bit of damage. He was so eager to attack you. Nothing with that first attack. But that second attack is a critical hit. He dodges deftly out of the way of your first attack, but that was only a setup the whole time. Only a setup for your second slice. Which just takes him clean out.
Slice, slice, baby.
And then I'll
Go
turn to
ahead
the
and
one
describe how
that's
you take
mounted.
him out.
Okay, so the first slice obviously takes him off balance slightly, and then the other one comes up and catches under his arm and goes up through to like cleave through the top of his neck.
Ah, and he's dead. Okay.
And then she's going to turn, blood still spraying from the blade, to look at the mounted one and just smile and attempt at
And I'm
demoralizing.
Yeah, that's your demoralization. Okay, roll me your intimidate.
Thought he's not terrible.
Against the will DC, that is unfortunately not quite enough to demoralize. Except, you know what? I'm going to give you an extra +2. Because you just killed his buddy right in front of him. And because of that, that sufficiently demoralizes... that barely hits the number to demoralize him. Because, I mean, you just killed his buddy in front of him. That is a terrifying thing. So he gets made frightened 1.
Oh, everyone remember you gain a hero point, I believe, at the start of the session.
Yeah, everybody resets to 1 hero point. So everybody who spent a hero point gets 1 back. There, I've set that in the party stats. All right. Next would be the mount, but the mount does not act independently because it is currently being ridden. So instead, we move
Should
on
demoralize
to...
the mount.
to Elowen, who's up at the top.
Oh shit, I forgot to do
Ellen
my
is-
cooldown.
Am I able to go down?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
The cauldron is up at the top currently.
Okay.
You are going down. Are you going down alone?
Oh no, I'm gonna stay with the group. Sorry.
Okay. Then what do you do?
Which half of the group are you staying with?
I'm gonna stay with. I want to stay with Little Paw.
Okay, so you'd have to go
Little
down.
Paw has already gone
Okay.
down.
Okay, yeah. So I'll go down. That. Okay, sorry. Yes. Back to my
So,
original plan. I'm sorry. I got
You take
confused.
you take an action to climb into the cauldron, which Baxter's already lifted.
Okay.
Are you waiting for anybody else, or are you just going to go down? You do remember that that Hen said that those of you your size might have trouble if more than one of you at a time try to use this.
Yeah, she's gonna go by herself for now.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics check to lower yourself down. I'm essentially adjudicating this as a climb check.
Ooh, we'll see how I do.
You actually do really well. You reach the bottom, around about there, using only one action.
Very nice.
Well, theoretically, it's supposed to be a maximum distance of 5 feet. But in this case, it's a rope and pulley system that's supposed to be able to be used faster. So I'm going to say it's 10. So actually, that would take both of your actions.
Okay.
You are now at the bottom.
Okay.
Corona does theoretically have an action that she can use to
Yeah,
keep up with
she's-
you, but in this case, she can't really do much.
Could
Unless
she
you're going to have her
use-
climb down.
Yeah, I was gonna have her just climb down and join us.
Or you could make her use her action to pull the cauldron up so that Baxter doesn't have to worry about possibly failing.
Unless she's commanded, she can only use a move action.
Would bringing it up not count as a move action?
No, that would be an interact action to bring it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I've used 2 actions, right? You said?
It took 2 actions just to lower it,
yeah,
and then
followers.
1 action to load into the cauldron.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so I'll
Like
just have Corona move closer then.
Okay. Verona's up at the edge, up top.
Okay.
Okay, that
And
last
see.
guy just watched one of his buddies just get eviscerated. In fact, we're going to go ahead and make him dead. Because he's dead. He just watched one of his buddies die. That's not something he particularly enjoys seeing. Let's see. Okay. He also sees his buddy go down from a now no longer hidden Little Paw. He is going to turn and fire a crossbow bolt at Little Paw. Little Paw will have cover on this +1 because Little Paw is in the midst of attacking a much larger creature, or a somewhat larger creature. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So he swings his crossbow around to see the beast, the monster that felled his friend, and sees a ferret and shoots at it. Oh, that's gonna hit.
My god, something actually saw Little Paw.
Yeah, well, Little Paw revealed itself when Little Paw attacked. But it's just a regular hit. Nothing fancy. Oh, does he have sneak attack? Yes, he does. And anybody in the slime is off guard. So this is going to hit hard. Oh, that's very hard. Poor Little Paw. As Little Paw just takes a massive hit as a crossbow bolt finds its way home. Let's see. He had to do one action to reload. Then he fired. And his third action is to reload again. And we're back to the kobolds. This frightened kobold is very frightened. But he's not horribly injured yet. I don't believe frightened means he has to run.
No, not at
No, it does
one. I
not.
think it's just
Yeah.
negative to his attacks or something.
Yeah, it's negative to all his checks and DCs.
Okay. So I could technically demoralize him further on my next turn if he doesn't recover.
You could continue. At the end of each of his turns, his frightened is going to decrease by 1. But you can keep re-upping it. And of course, every time you get a critical success, he becomes frightened too.
Okay. I think next time I'm going to aim for the steed, though, because that's more likely to run away.
I don't think demoralize. No, I'm sorry. They are immune to your attempts to demoralize for 10 minutes. So you would have to switch to a different target.
Okay. Then yeah, it would be the steed next to see if I can make it run away. Either way, it's his turn.
Yes. Hang on, I want to look up the mounted rules real quick. Just so that I know he can actually do the thing I want him to do. Yeah, he can. This kobold does not attack. He actually spurs the frog thing. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Elowen, give me a nature check now that you're down here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that is sufficient. Elowen, this disgusting thing is a slurk.
Guys, this disgusting thing is called a slurk.
Yeah, it is full of slime that is very slick and bad smelling, that it like sheds like a hagfish. It is very difficult to grapple or shove or anything like that because it's like a greased pig, basically.
Oh. Gross.
Yeah, it can spit slime. Its tusks are deadly. Kobolds also really love them as mounts for some reason. They don't seem to mind the smell.
Or the slime.
Yeah, the kobold spurs the slurk in just the right way, and the slurk starts thrashing and sort of rubbing against the ground. And there is now slime all around it, which is going to catch Hen specifically in it, which is going to make Hen off guard. This guy is not off guard because he is currently mounted on the slurk. Again, I'm going to keep him next to the slurk just so that he's easy to access. Nobody else is currently affected by that, but all of that slime area is now uneven ground, which means any attempt to move across it or anything like that is going to take balance checks. And also, if you get hit while you're in it, you'll have to make a balance check to avoid going prone. That does, however, take the entire turn, which means they're no longer frightened, but also they don't get to attack this turn. This guy is going to try to stand up. Let's see how he does. Ladies and gentlemen.
We got him.
Oh, that's a really good reflex save. Yeah, he manages to actually stand up in the slime. And he's severely wounded, so he tries to run. When he first starts to run, Little Paw, if you want, you can use a reaction to take an attack of opportunity.
Yep. She will do so.
Oh, wait, no, Little Paw, you can't. You don't have that ability. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I forgot that not everybody has that ability in this one. That's only Hen that has that. Which means he just runs and runs and runs straight down that corridor. Bleeding. He is bleeding profusely, by the way, leaving a little red smudged trail across the stone. As I said when I read the description to Hen, the worked stone of the room you're in becomes just a rough tunnel cut right into the rock. Only 5 feet high, the tunnel. It's kobold sized. Which would make it difficult for medium or larger sized creatures to follow after. They run. They have one more move action, so they're going to run some more. Did that not?
Oh, they're gone.
Okay.
Yeah. The one big problem I have with combat in this game.
Yeah, it's an intentional thing. Combat's supposed to be more mobile in this version, which means you can't do battlefield control unless you're a fighter, like you are, Hen. In which case, you're very good at battlefield control.
Yeah, Hen. How do you stop him?
Was he next to me?
Across the room.
Why don't you take a level and fight her?
Speaking of which, though, it is now Kara's turn.
Go fetch him.
There's no way I'm catching up to him. He'll
You
just
can
break
fly.
in a 5-foot crawl space.
Yeah, as soon as Kara hits that 5-foot crawl space, it's difficult terrain for her.
You just angle yourself, you'll be fine.
You know, I could try hurling you through there. You do look ball-shaped.
I'll vote for that.
To be fair, with the slime, I might actually manage it.
Curl Hen. Curl Hen through the slime.
At any rate, Kara shouts to this one. Draconic. Surrender to the Hawk's chosen or die.
Are you spending an action to demoralize?
Yes.
Okay, roll me that intimidation check. Because you've been doing so well, if you crit success, they will just automatically surrender.
Use my hero point on that.
That early? Okay.
Oh, that's much better.
Wow, okay. Okay. Well, that definitely is going to demoralize them. That is not a crit success, but it is a success. Which means they are absolutely frightened. You can see their hands kind of shaking as they hold on to their crossbow.
Stay back. I'll defend the Warrens.
You still have 2 actions left, Kara.
That doesn't sound like a surrender to me. gonna step closer,
Okay.
and then Fury
You
of
have one action
Blows.
left. Okay. I like to imagine that you're like stepping closer very. You miss with your first. Let's see how you do with your second.
It's just a feint. That's all it is. It's a feint.
Apparently it is because you hit with that second one. Pretty good blow there. You just did some kung fu fighting. It started bobbing and weaving, but it didn't really have any defense against a trained martial artist like yourself. All right. That it for you, Kara?
Mm-hmm.
Baxter Bones, you are still up top with Verona.
Indeed, I am. I will try again. Can I command Verona at all, or no?
No, Verona is specifically commandable by. I mean, you can talk to her as a character, but you
Okay.
cannot mechanically
Then I
command
guess
her. Only Elowen can do that.
I will use my action to try again to lift the thing.
Okay, Elowen is still in the cauldron right now.
Alright.
Are you still trying to lift the cauldron with Elowen still in it?
No.
Okay. What do you choose to do then?
I choose to hold my action, and if anyone tries to get up, like the kobolds or something, I'll shoot them.
Why don't you hold your action for when Elowen steps out that you try and pull her up?
Would that work?
Yes, that would absolutely work.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Little Paw.
Because the only way anything's getting up there that's not us is if we're dead.
Which hopefully won't happen this time.
I don't know, I could suddenly roll really badly.
Yeah.
The gregarious one is still up, right?
Actually, that reminds me. I need to roll a reflex save for the one that Kara hit to see if they stay upright. They do. They stay upright. Yes, the gregarious one is still up, and in fact is currently the least wounded out of the kobolds.
That was a mistake.
I mean, I think Dinky and Pinky are fine upstairs.
Oh, they're always fine, sort of hanging back from combat and letting the Chosen of T.R.A.S.H do the fighting.
We told you really should have submitted to the Chosen of T.R.A.S.H.
Move in and make with the stabby on the other one.
Okay, roll me an acrobatics check to move across that uneven ground.
Did that roll?
Screen.
Why is that not rolling? Is it rolling on your end?
Actually, I just reread uneven ground. It looks like you don't have to. It was strangely worded, so I thought you had to balance to avoid risking falling prone. Period. Apparently, you only have to do that if you are hit or fail a save. So you don't actually have to make a roll in order to just move. You can just move.
Okay.
I bet on that.
Yeah, nothing is rolling.
Got really
Need
quiet
to
too.
refresh.
Well, I only have Rex and the streaming screen still connected.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Try refreshing for me. Okay, something rolled there. That
Oh,
was Hen,
rolled.
yeah, because Rex is still here. Now I have Tavir back.
Reloading the stream. Stream.
Yeah,
reloading the
everybody
scene.
everybody else needs to hit F5 to refresh.
I'm
Is
going
Xios
to
back
swap
now?
us to BRB real quick. But we're kind of back. Mild technical
Difficulties party strikes again.
Okay, so Little Paw is going to move towards the nearest enemy.
Okay, the nearest
then-
one is the one that Kara just hit.
Yep. And then she's going to attack it twice.
Okay. Also put you in flank with Kara. Zaus, do you want to do the rolling for Little Paw?
Sure.
Through the streaming account?
What am I rolling?
You are rolling Little Paw's corset knife attack. Targeting the foolhardy kobold.
They have 4 things to click there.
So
You
want
are
to click
doing the
top
first
left
one. Yeah, the very first one.
The top left one, the first one. And then it'll be the
Okay, 11 will be a miss with the first one, and then the one
second
just
one
to the
is
right of
the-
that with the
the MAP.
MAP
No,
one,
no,
not
no,
the
no,
main one, not the main one. No, the MAP one.
Gotta do the MAP one. That's it.
Okay, so the first one is going to miss just barely, but the second one is a solid hit. So you can go ahead and roll damage for Little Paw on that. All right. Ow. And now they have to make a reflex save or fall into the muck. Mud wrestling, everybody. Oh. Oh, that's bad. That's just not good. It doesn't specifically say what happens on a... Oh, no, wait. That would be a balance check. Critical failure, you fall and your turn ends. But in this case, it's not their turn. So...
They lose their next turn?
Now, what I'm going to say is they take a d6 damage as they hit the ground. Which may be enough to kill them. Let's see. It is enough to kill them. Little Paw, you stab them, and that's not enough to kill them. But they start losing their balance. They fall down, and their head just cracks against the ground.
Whoops.
And they go limp. And that is it for Little Paw. Hen, it's you.
Okay then.
Keep in mind that from where you are, you can target the mount or the kobold as you wish. That is against the kobold.
Yeah.
And hits, and critical hits. That kobold is about to suffer as both dog slicers head towards it.
21.
All right, describe how you take that one out with your double slice.
Seeing as him sort of like shake off and sort of assert himself on top of the mount, Henry is just going to slice across on one arm, holding the reins, and then bring the other blade up into his chest.
Okay. That's 2 of your actions. You have 1 more action left.
Can I? I'll attempt it. I'm gonna take a unarmed attack to sort of kick the mount away from me.
Okay, that sounds like a shove to try to push them away. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay. All
What do I roll for that
right.
then?
That is an athletics check against the target's fortitude DC. Because of their slime, it is a little bit more difficult with a slurk than it is with others.
Oh, that was so close to being a 14.
I know that would have been really great, but unfortunately, no. It slips away from you like a greased pig. You just cannot get purchase on it. But it is going to take this opportunity, now that it is riderless, now that nothing can control it, it is going to attempt to squirt slime at you. It's not very bright. This is a ranged attack that it is doing while in melee range with you, which means you can take an attack of opportunity on it. That's to you, Hen. You can take an attack of opportunity.
200% will immediately.
Oh, that's a critical hit. Ouch.
Nice.
You're killing it with those non-natural critical hits.
I said, get away!
Well, that definitely hits it. Let's see. Does a reactive strike stop the action?
Not usually, unless it specifies that if it's attacked during its attempt.
If your attack is a critical hit and the trigger was a manipulate action, you disrupt the action.
Oh yeah.
So it's not a manipulate action in this case. It is an attack, so that is not going to stop it. But you did hurt it really, really bad. It's now going to try to squirt slime at you, just spitting slime at you, which you deftly avoid. Avoiding a slimy, sticky fate. Doesn't really know what else to do, so it's going to try to do that again, taking the multi-attack penalty.
I mean, it took damage. It might be smart enough to run away. It doesn't have to be that smart.
Let's see. In this case, however, it still has about half of its hit points left. It's a tough little thing. That is indeed going to hit you, which means Slime Squirt doesn't actually do damage, but what it does is it now entangles you. You are now stuck in sticky, gross, foul-smelling slime, and you become Clumsy 1 and take a negative 5-foot penalty to speed for 1 hour or until the slime is removed. And you can remove it with a total of 3 interact actions by either you or anyone adjacent to you. The actions do not need to be consecutive or made by the same creature. Oh, actually, there's a whole... I don't need to just do Clumsy. I can drag over this effect. Yeah, there we go. Then with its third action, it is going to step. No, it's... Yeah, it's going to back up. Actually, it's not just going to step, it's going to move. Because you did hit it, and it is intimidated. A little bit down that hallway, you can still definitely see it. That is its turn.
Rex get a
Oh,
attack of
you are
opportunity?
in a cauldron. What's that?
Doesn't Rex get an attack of opportunity?
No, you only get one reaction.
I can step out of the cauldron though, right?
Yes, you can. That only takes a move action.
Okay, she's gonna step out, and I'm gonna heal Little Paw.
Okay, she steps out. That immediately triggers Baxter's readied action. Baxter, give me an athletics check to haul up the cauldron. That That's only a 13. But this is pulling a rope up a pulley, which is not that difficult. So I'm going to say yes, you managed to pull up the cauldron.
Okay.
Right. So, Elwyn, you said with your second action you were going to heal Little Paw?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to go up to Little Paw and use combat medicine, or are you going to
I'm gonna
cast a
spell
spell,
it
or
up.
how are you doing that? Spell it up.
I'm gonna spell it up.
All right. You call on Pharasma, touching the boneyard with your soul.
It should be targeted on Little Paw.
Click roll healing, I believe, if you targeted it right.
There you go.
That's a lot of healing. Wow, that's a whole lot of healing. You have, however, targeted the foolhardy kobold, so I'm just going to add it to Little Paw manually.
Oh, dang it. Sorry.
It's okay. Little Paw is in creature spaces when Little Paw attacks them, so.
Little Paw is so tiny.
Yay, heals.
Yay, Little Paw is back up to full. That was 2 actions, 1 action to get out of the cauldron, so that is it for Elwyn. Elwyn, you get to decide, would Verona get in the cauldron at this point? Because that is a move action.
No, Verona would expect Baxter to go first.
Okay.
Alright, Baxter would come down.
It is not Baxter's turn yet.
Oh, I misunderstood what Owen said.
No, I was just asking if Verona would get in there with their move.
Yeah, I was just saying Verona's gonna stay back and make sure Baxter Bones goes first.
Okay.
Kara, it is your turn.
What is still alive?
Are left standing. You can see the slurk as it has started retreating down the tunnel. It is currently in dim light, but you can see it. It is 35 feet away from you.
Kara's gonna flap.
Right, I'll be kind and say that just in the entrance there is not difficult terrain. Although I think you can actually make that in difficult terrain, can't you? Because you've got, what's your movement now?
35.
35, yeah, you could do that even if it was difficult terrain. Right, you're up against the slurk.
Going to Dragon Stance and then Fury of Blows.
Okay.
Come on. It's opening up like multiple pages instead of casting. Why? Use. Go.
Right, you didn't have the slurk targeted, but that's
Oh.
okay. That is a hit.
Targeted now?
Mm-hmm. Or hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is. Right. That hurts it badly. And once again, strike at it. Oh, that's almost enough. Almost enough.
Damn.
Not quite, but almost. Baxter Bones, you're up top.
Swear's gonna go down the
All right, Kara, I will notice that you can hear some faint sounds and also maybe catch a barest glimpse of some stuff further down the tunnel from where you are.
Secret tunnel.
What?
Okay, Baxter, you said you were getting in the cauldron
Yes, I am.
I
and
got that
lowering yourself
reference.
down. Roll me an athletics check to lower yourself down.
All right. I'm glad
Yes, I
Celestia got
also
the
got that.
reference.
We love that reference. 11. I already said the DC was 10 because of the rope and pulley system. So you managed to lower yourself down in 2 actions, Baxter.
All right.
That is your turn. This guy's just dying. Because you know what they say. Kobolds be dying. In fact, we're just going to make it easy. Kobolds be dead. He expires. And so does he. Oh, the koboldity. Little Paw.
Yep. Are they all dead now?
The Slurk has exactly 1 hit point left.
And the other one ran off into the darkness. Never
The other
to be
one
seen
ran off,
again.
yes.
Throw your dagger. You know you want to.
If you do, because Kara's in front of them, they will get a +1 cover bonus, but only a +1.
Can I throw a bar of soap at it?
Do you have a bar of soap?
Yes.
Okay, it'd take time to get it out of your pack.
She's gonna throw the bar of soap at it and be like, chomp on this, Stinky. And then throw it.
So, because like all your gear is made for your size, it is like what, a pebble size bar of soap?
No, it's a full bar of soap.
Okay.
It's a small bar of soap.
The thing is that since the bar of soap is in your pack and not worn at your belt, you can't just draw it with a single action. You would actually have to go into your belt, which would take more than... It would take your turn, basically.
Aww. But it would have been fun.
It would have been hilarious.
You throw a dagger at it.
At least it's not a critical miss.
It is not a critical miss. It is, however, a miss as your dagger there's... Kara's in the way, and you don't want to hit Kara, and it clinks off of the wall. Both of them do.
Angry ferret noises. And I'm going to move for the last action.
Okay.
It has no...
And... it has made an enemy this day.
I will spend all 3 of my actions getting rid of the slime.
All right, you are no longer entangled. There's two ways this can go. I will let fate decide, because slurks are not intelligent creatures. All right. Because you have chased it into the tunnel, Kara, and because it is now feeling like you're chasing it essentially into its burrow, it is going to turn and try to take a bite out of you.
Big mistake.
See how much of a mistake it is. It looks like that's a hit. That is a hit with its deadly tusks. But it's not a critical hit, so the deadly dice doesn't come in. But still, it takes some damage, and then it will try to do it again. Without success, and finally it will make a desperate attempt to entangle you in its slime. But will again not succeed. Elowen, it's your turn.
Doing a quick check. Kara's down here with us, right?
Yeah, Kara's right here.
Okay. What were you saying?
Kara, from your position, you can just faintly hear that sound. It sounds like distant tapping or striking of something on stone.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal Kara.
Yay, heal.
Not for you.
You are 35 feet away from Kara. You need to be a little bit closer in order to heal.
I was just looking to see how far away that is. 30 feet. Okay, so I can just move like here.
Yep, that is sufficient. That does technically put you in the slime, which means you're off guard, but that's not really going to matter unless anything attacks you.
Why would anything attack me? I'm just here being a healer.
It's like the ideal time to attack you.
As a super healer, apparently. It's a bit of overkill. Kara, the full power of Pharasma strikes you like a runaway truck. You're healed. Capital H-E-A-L'd. You're healed with an overdone southern accent.
Nobody will die on my watch.
You, my child.
Your health is full.
All right, that's 3 actions for you. They're not doing anything right now. Kara, it's your turn. Punch the frog, Kara. You know you want to.
I'm gonna Fury of Blows just in case. Fine.
As you're face to face with this poor creature that was being tormented and abused by kobolds, then was beat up, then chased into its home and beat up more.
Kara's just not in the mood.
No love for animals. Your first shot will actually miss. Just barely, though. You almost had it. And that one is enough to just nail it. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. And the frog goes down. Its last few moments of life were confusing. It didn't understand.
Her tail just wipes it away to the side. That's over.
Okay, you're going further down the tunnel?
Hmm. She
Okay,
shouts.
you can see what's down there. If you go any closer, they're going to get a chance to... go ahead and...
What is that sound?
In the dim light, you can see some things. As you move down there, hang on 1 second, I will read you what you see.
You know, the overlay of the names of the mobs in there, it's interesting.
Don't know what you're talking about. All right. The oppressive, cramped conditions of the narrow tunnel lift into this larger cavern up ahead. Here, the stone walls show the chaotic, jagged scars of mining. Uneven shelves of rock hang from the ceiling like jagged teeth. Boulders jut from the ground, creating a maze of natural cover and precarious climbing points. The space is choked with a haze of stone dust that catches the light, the dim light of your torch, casting long dancing shadows that seem to snap and bite at the walls. The air here is thick and hot, tasting of iron and old rust. Underneath the metallic tang lies the distinct, musky scent of wet reptile and mold. You see kobolds mining the area, or rather, most of them are mining the area, while one, who seems short even for a kobold, but with a tremendously muscled upper body that's almost comical in how it contrasts with his spindly legs. With a squashed-looking snout, barks and shouts orders at them in Draconic.
Keep working! Keep working! We must get shiny good for Phlegma!
Or would like
At
to.
that point, why don't you go ahead and roll me a stealth check? You're far away and they're mining, which is noisy, so you're going to get some bonuses here.
I'm just gonna say, Kara would like to sneak up behind Leknik there. Oh!
Well, holy crap. Okay, what happens on a critical success at a stealth check? Or a
Well,
sneak
obviously,
check?
I disappear from everyone's view, including Little Paws.
There actually is... Oh, that's terrible. There is no bonus.
What?
For a critical success. Except that you really super succeed. You are, however, essentially hidden. How is everybody else reacting to this, by the way? As Kara says that she can hear something, and then just kind of sneaks off.
Elowen is concerned, but also disgusted by the slime.
Hen's just following.
Okay. You're still in initiative in that case. Let me add them.
Yeah, both blades still out.
Add them. Kara, you still have, I'm going to say, because you snuck up on them on surprise, I'll give you one action remaining.
Kara would like to shout in a big, booming voice behind this one to demoralize it. Surrender to the avatar of the T.R.A.S.H.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. You are going to get a +2 on this roll because of the completely and utter way in which you are hiding.
Oh.
17 is still not bad, especially with the bonus I'm giving you. That is against their will save. Yes, that is actually sufficient with the will save for a basic success. And Lekmek is demoralized as Lekmek almost jumps out of his skin.
Spirits, what are you?
The Avatar, the Hawk.
Hey, you are no longer hidden. You are still in dragon stance.
Can you lower whatever those noises are?
I am actually going to turn them off because at this point they are now interacting with you and no longer shouting at minors.
Okay, because it sounded like Kobold's trying to throw up.
It's draconic. You know, Kobold style.
God, it's so dark over there now.
Baxter Bones.
Baxter Bones indeed.
It is actually really dark where you are, but you see Kara's light from the tunnel up
Wait,
ahead.
I had a crit stealth check, so there was just this floating light source that just...
I'll note that once you reach where Little Paw is, it is double movement after that because you're having to actually stoop to get through the tunnels.
What if I get on all fours?
Unfortunately, you're still a medium-sized creature, and these tunnels were made for small-sized creatures moving single file.
Okay.
I really need to emphasize how claustrophobic and just horrible this whole thing is. You are no longer under dwarven construction. This is just kobolds digging the bare minimum of tunnel they need to move.
Alright, so that's 25 feet from my movement.
Okay. And then from here, double movement. So you can move basically 15... No, yeah, every move adds... I'm sorry, it's not double movement anymore. Difficult terrain just adds 5 feet to each square. So since you're moving diagonally... there should be a way through there. I tested all these tunnels so that people could actually move through. Okay, that's as far as you can go with one move action there.
Yeah.
The good news is at that point it opens up, and you still have one action left.
I need 2 actions to ready an action, right?
You do, yes.
Alright, in that case, we will use the 3rd action to reload my sling.
Okay, you reload your sling. Lekmek has a great pick, although a small-sized great pick for his small-sized self. Let me show you Lekmek. Imagine this guy, but on, like, comical toothpick legs. This man is the embodiment of skipping leg day. But he does have very muscly arms, and in these muscly arms he holds a big pick. And he kind of brandishes it uncertainly, because he is frightened.
He says, "You do not look like Kobold? You are not priest of Dark?" Prove it.
Everyone keeps asking that, and then they're dying. I think Kobolds would learn.
We follow Merlocrep. He would tell us if Dahak wished things.
Merlocrep is a false king.
Sounds very much like heresy.
And I guess you're dead.
I think that takes out of about 6 seconds. As Lekmek says,
Fools! Attack the heretic!
and the other kobolds, not particularly cowed by you, but very much cowed in general, take their picks, which are not as big and pretty as Lekmek's. And move to surround you. That's a move action. Then he attacks with his light pick. And hits. As you feel the sharp bite of the pick cut into you. Doing a whole lot of damage there, though. Just 4 points of damage. And then they're going to try for another swing. There's not a lot more that they can do. Really? They still barely managed to hit you with that. Welcome to 3rd level.
Soon to be 4.
The fighters are better now. Again, minimum damage. What's that?
Soon to be level 4.
Soonish, I guess.
Level 3 going on.
Little
level 10.
Paw. There is definitely combat going on where Kara went.
Well, Little Paw's gonna say, "Dum dum, monkey monk went ahead." Then move over to where the slurry thingy is and retrieve her 2 daggers.
Okay. Now it's 1 action for the move and 1 action each to pick up a dagger.
Yep, and that's it.
Right. Hen, it's all you. You can't really see who Kara was talking with, but you definitely see at least 1 kobold brandishing a pick. And since you're small-sized, the tunnels aren't difficult terrain for you.
Yeah, so I head through. Can I see the thing now?
From where you are now, you can now see the leader who's barking orders right there.
Why is Hen off guard?
It'll be from the
Because I
slime.
forgot to I forgot to remove that from the slime. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, and from there, of course, you can see all of them. Your first attack on Lekmek misses. As he brings up his big pick, and it's like you're striking iron, like his powerful arms make it immobile, like you're striking an iron door.
Hen will mutter something in Goblin about how kobolds should learn their place and remain as bottom feeders.
Lekmek does not, of course, understand what you're saying, but coincidentally, in Draconic, Lekmek will offer more or less the same sentiments about goblins.
It's a race war almost as bad as devils versus demons.
Battle of the first level adventurer fodder. Kobolds versus goblins.
I mean, at least goblins have more than just kobolds in their ilk.
This is true. This is true. Kobolds don't really have the equivalent of hobgoblins or bugbears until you hit dragons, of course. But the dragons don't really see that as a reciprocal relationship.
No, of course.
Kobolds are all, yeah, we're totally descended from dragons. And the dragons are like, what are those?
You do have like 50 bajillion different versions of kobolds.
This is true. This is true.
To be fair, I do like to play an Eastern kobold that is actually descended from dogs.
Oh, the dog kobolds. Those are nice. I like that the original Baldur's Gate had the dog kobolds. That was fun.
The link to dragons weren't as prevalent back then, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only attack I can
Anyways.
go after moving up here.
Okay. Well, Hen, you've just made yourself a target, so this guy's going to step over there. Take his light pick and swing at you. And hit
So
you.
eager to die.
Are you still speaking in Goblin?
I said that in common.
Well, unfortunately, this guy is a slave and does not speak common.
That naming sequence is unfortunate right now.
It is. It is.
Wow.
Did you see what it was earlier? I put it in Discord.
I saw what it is right now. Yeah. Well, I guess we should say it out loud for the stream. Desperate kobold, excitable kobold slave.
You know, what kobolds get up to in their own warrens is none of my business. I'm just the game master. In order to distinguish the kobolds and not have them be kobold 1, kobold 2, kobold 3, etc., I rolled a d26 to determine what letter of the alphabet I should start with, and then just gave them adjectives. Because I kind of like how that works. Sometimes, however, the overlap makes it hilarious. Anyways, Hen takes some damage from that. It will then try to swing one more time at Hen. And hit again with a high roll of 17. Minimum damage again, though. Light picks just don't do a lot of damage. There's no way around that. That's it for that guy. Elwyn, it's your turn. There is definitely fighting going on down there. And you can see Kara's light down the tunnel, kind of weaving and bobbing. And you can even see it illuminating 2 of the kobold slaves from where you're at.
Okay.
Like, if it shows up on your screen, you can see it.
And it's after this point that it becomes difficult?
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
So she has 10 feet of movement left. How far can she go? 5 feet?
5 feet.
Okay.
Because difficult terrain in Pathfinder is just add 5 feet to each square.
Okay. And then,
Which is actually a little bit more forgiving than Dungeons and Dragons, because since we're using Manhattan-style diagonals, if you know what that is, that's where diagonals are 5 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet, 10 feet. That means rather than doubling it, it's just 10 feet, 15 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet. So
Gotcha.
it's slightly faster moving through difficult terrain diagonally than it is in Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
And Frona's back here. Can I give her... I can give her one of my actions to move farther too, right?
Verona is still up top.
Oh, she still has to come down.
We are still in rounds. You
Then I
can,
guess
however, use one of your actions to give her 2 actions to haul up the.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, roll an athletics check for Verona.
Okay. She is. That's one of the few things she has actually trained in.
Yay. I would also kind of hope so with the bodyguard. Wow! Okay,
Yeah, right?
that's a crit success. So I'm going to start with that. She takes 1 action and just zips that cauldron up there. With the second action, she jumps in easily. And that means next round, even if you don't command her, she can use her move action to start moving down.
Perfect. She's gonna do that.
Okay, so right now she is in the cauldron at the top.
Okay.
That should be it for you, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's 3 actions. The last guy who is already right next to Hen, so he just kind of figures, what the hey? Takes his light pick. And again, it's like being stung by tiny bees. Except the bees are made of metal, and honestly probably does a little more damage than that. But this guy does not have his compatriots' luck. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. And he kind of... Oh, that is a crit. Crit fumble. -1 circumstance penalty to attack rolls until he scores a critical hit. And that's just a morale problem right there. He's so demoralized by not hitting you like his compatriots have managed to hit the others. He doesn't really know what to do. He looks at Lekmek helplessly, and Lekmek says, "Hit him!"
You weakling kobolds. You are not buff like Lekmek.
Kara, it is your turn.
I think Pinky and Dinky might be the smartest kobolds down here.
Not impossible. Speaking of which, they're going to
Yeah, no, I didn't want to put
well,
that.
no, they'll go after Verona.
There we go.
Ah, getting 3 of them with that. All right.
Do I have to sidestep to here?
No, you can do it from there.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can start it. I think you can, yeah. Straight forward and then straight across. Yeah, you can do that. Oh no, it should actually be the corner. So you should actually sidestep to there. Yeah. And then you can do it from there.
Behold the flames of the hawk. You need to still 15 back? No, 18. Quick count.
Targeting. Okay. Breath of the Dragon. We are doing a basic reflex save. starting left to right with that first kobold. That is actually a success. He's still going to take half damage, though, as he nimbly tries to dive to the side.
Oof.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll, but I'm going to still roll for the other two who have to avoid you. That is a success from him. And a success from all three. So they are each going to take 1 point of spirit damage, which you're targeting the slurk, and I don't want it to attack the slurk, so I'll just do this manually.
Ow!
You're bleeding through on
Bleeding through,
audio
Shadow.
again there. Shadow, you're bleeding through.
Shadow.
I think they're arguing
There
with
we
the family.
go. Thank you. It happens. Oh, nope, still bleeding through. So,
I severed them temporarily.
okay.
So you personally mute them. But I'll beat them on my end, so just let me know when they're back.
Okay. So you barely touch them with your spirit breath. They all cringe as if they're looking for fire, and then they kind of pat themselves.
Was that it?
Look, I need more kerosene.
That was it.
Okay, we're clearing that template out. Okay. Baxter Bones. I think Shadow might still be otherwise engaged. Oh, nope, Shadow's here. Okay, put Shadow back on, please.
Okay,
Xios.
unmuted. Bye-bye.
Okay. It's Baxter Bones' turn.
Sorry about that.
It happens. Not like we have
going-
studio space.
Yeah, we are gonna target this guy directly in front of me.
Okay, Lekmek.
Yep, I have a clear shot, don't I?
It does look like it with that, yes. Actually, because of the way... What's that? Hang on. Oh, no, that's just Shadow because Kara's torch doesn't go that far. So, yes, you do have a clear shot, although some of it is through darkness.
Alright.
But since your target's illuminated, that does not actually affect you.
Huh.
That is a hit on Lekmek. As you let fly with your sling, you can go ahead and do damage.
Ow!
As a rock pings right off his forehead.
Who is throwing rocks?
The hawk.
I mean, rocks don't affect me because I have honed my body to perfection.
In Draconic, I'm going to attempt to mimic one of the kobolds' voices and be like, "That was me, sorry," and try to cause discourse. I have an ability for this.
You do. Show me this ability. Sounds fantastic.
Boon Moat.
Okay, so you're doing this as a Bon Mot.
Yes.
You can roll a diplomacy check against the will DC. Okay, so you're just trying to rattle them with this. I'm going to let you do that. A Bon Mot is normally you tossing out an insult, but I will let you modify it to like get him to think that one of his minions is turning on him.
Yeah, no, not necessarily like just to kind of like get the ability doesn't
Okay.
like cause him to fight, it'll cause distraction.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. Like the mechanics of it will instead be from the distraction of, wait, did my guy just say that? Or instead of, oh wow, what a devastating insult you just gave him. Okay, 20 against his will. That is a success. So the effect is Bon Mot on him, which is going to give him a -2 status penalty to perception and will saves for 1 minute. Which means, if there's anybody who perhaps is used to attacking through stealth, it's harder for him to see anybody right now.
Cough, cough, a certain ferret.
I don't know, possibly. Bon Mot is 1 action. What do you do with the rest? You threw the sling, that's 1. You did Bon Mot, that's 2.
Yep.
You have 1 action left.
We'll reload.
You reload your sling. Doggy David staring down tiny Goliath.
It's up you dare to say that. There will be lashes. There will be punishment.
I've caused skepticism.
And he turns to the guy next to Car and said,
It was you, isn't it? You throw your body into combat as penance.
and he uses his Bark Command ability, which means that the Kobold next to him gets a basic strike against Kara. So, Kobold there is going to do a basic strike against Kara with the pick. And hits. Or better damage this time.
No, they need
Just
to
death by
stop the
1,000
trail
cuts there. And at that point, Lekmek starts to retreat. Are you going to take an opportunity attack, a reactive strike? Hen. Okay. No, you're not, because this was also an ability, False Retreat.
Eh?
If Lekmek's Stride triggers a reaction, he can attempt a Great Pick Strike using his highest attack modifier on the creature that takes the reaction. If he does so, Lekmek gains a +1 circumstance bonus on the attack roll.
Does it still technically trigger my attack though? Because it has to
I think it
trigger
actually
reaction,
does.
right?
Yeah, it doesn't say that it stops your attack, so you do still get an attack. He just gets a stronger attack against you. And since it's your reaction that triggers it, you get it first. That is a hit.
I'm picturing this like one of those anime fights where both fighters hit each other in the face.
It very well might end up with that. Because Lekmek definitely took that dog slicer right to the face. But Lekmek now gets an attack on Hen with a +1 bonus, which for a Kobold is important. Yes, that will hit. On the
Only
number,
because of the
that
plus
plus
one.
one was the only reason. That was good tactics by Lekmek. As the great pick slams down on you. A mighty blow from that pick, and then he tries to follow up with a final strike, but this is going to be at the multi-attack penalty. And that's a miss. You could hear that from the sound effect. Nothing doing. But he did land one solid hit in, which is what he wanted, though he paid somewhat of a price for it.
Interlopers! Heathens!
And this guy is still going to attempt to attack Kara. Striking with pick blow after pick blow, using the same repetitive motion that served them so well, mining shiny good for Vregma. Kara starting to look a little injured there. Hen's starting to look a little injured there. They'll follow it up with an attempt to reposition, because Hen has already used that reaction. So this Kobold is going to move right to there, behind Kara, and attempt to attack from there. And succeed. Kara's starting to look pretty bad here.
Kara's ego's going to be her downfall.
Kara's ego may be her downfall. It may not have been the wisest thing to just stride forward like that. But that's for you and the party to decide if you live. Little Paw, it is your turn.
Just gonna zoom in and make with a stabby.
Okay, are you trying to hide yourself at all or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll hide again.
Okay, roll me a stealth check to sneak.
And you got flanking, right?
If they're right there, yes, they do. But first, a stealth check. It's strange. The sounds of your battle do echo off the walls as they would in any cave, but due to the narrowness of the tunnels and also the strange geometry of the place, it doesn't echo as much as you would think, and it doesn't carry as much as you would think. 14 is not sufficient to be hidden, unfortunately. But you do still get a flanking bonus, which is already there. You hit with the flanking bonus, so you're still going to get your sneak attack.
Stabby.
That hurt them greatly. They're not happy about that. All right, that's your turn. Hen, it is your turn. As you just slice your dog slicer into Lekmek. Right.
Yeah, of course.
Oh dear. Oh dear, let's see what that's done. Attack the darkness. Your enemies are concealed from you until the end of your next turn. That's only from you, so I'm not going to put the concealed marker on them. But that basically means that you have a flat DC 5 check. Or else you just miss straight out.
Pocket sand.
Right.
Well, that was the end of my time.
That was 3 attacks, wasn't it?
Yeah, I said that was the end of my time.
Yeah. This kobold slave. Really wants to be in flank, but that's not really an option right now, so he'll just attack. Oh, that's not a good sound. That's never a good sound. With their piercing weapon, you are knocked prone. In addition to the critical hit. As the blow is so fierce, so powerful, that it just knocks you off your feet.
Henrietta, Henrietta, she's knocked prone, she's knocked prone. Falling down to kobolds, falling down to kobolds, gonna get stabbed.
More than that,
Gonna get stabbed.
Henrietta is dying.
You sang my song. You sang me to death. Well done.
Little Paw's music was more than Henrietta could bear. With that, the kobold moves over to flank Kara. They've already attacked once, so this is going to be at the multi-attack penalty. And will fail even with the flank. That is all they can do. Elowin! You can barely see Hen, but you can see Hen, and you just saw Hen drop.
Yeah. How far? Hold on. Let's see. Okay, I have to move slightly closer. Okay. And then I'll heal. Sorry, it's slow again.
No worries. You are healing. Now, yeah, you are healing Hen, I presume.
No, I think I'm gonna heal myself, you guys.
Yeah, you're not going to let Hen die a few more rounds before you?
Nah.
Just really... Okay, Hen is wounded 1, but is alive and healthier than she was last round, actually, with that massive healing.
You're welcome.
That is the end of your turn. However, Ferona can use a move action, which includes moving down
Yes.
to the to the bottom. So Verona has
Where
now
is
entered
she?
the map.
Thank you.
I don't think you can. I think she's in pitch darkness right now.
Yeah, I couldn't see her. Okay, there you go.
All right. Well, Anne's alive again. This guy's gonna step this way. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna step that way. Since it's just a step, it does not trigger an attack of opportunity, or a reactive strike, rather. And he is going to try to bring his pick down hard on top of Hen. Now, the good news, Hen, is that in this system, flanking and you being prone don't stack. They both put you off guard. So that's just one bonus that he's got. He does have that bonus. Oh my god. Yeah, that is a critical hit, but not a nat 20. As he just drives that pick into your skull. And yet, that is not enough to take you out. Hen the Goblin, you are stronger than that. Mightier than that. You do. With that, though, he looks at Elowen, the healer, and Baxter Bones firing ranged bullets, and he decides to do something about that. So he activates Scamper. This is going to trigger an attack of opportunity as he moves. Your choice whether you want to take it.
I have a disadvantage from being prone still, don't I?
It's not disadvantage
not
anymore,
disadvantage.
I don't think.
Minuses.
Yeah. I don't think there's... Does prone give you minuses for this? Oh, it just put you off guard. You do not have any minuses to your attack for prone, but you do have minuses for rolling a 1. That should draw a critical fumble, but I don't think you did that as a...
Well, no, that's whether or not I can hit him because of the concealment that I'm still technically
Oh,
suffering
right, because of the concealment. You are absolutely right. So that's...
Unless that dropped off when I went down.
And there he is there, now suddenly very close to Baxter Bones. Kara, it's your turn. You are hurting and surrounded.
I am getting so tired of kobolds that do not listen.
Are you speaking Common or Draconic?
Draconic. He's gonna Fury of
And we are
Blows.
tired.
Okay.
What are you saying?
And we are tired of heretics and blasphemers.
Honestly, it's impressive that you can even say such a long word.
It's a lot shorter in Draconic.
Even with that low number, you still hit. You are in flank after all. Wait, target has unconscious.
You're a lot shorter in Draconic. Boom.
Hmm?
Who did you target with that? You targeted the Slurk with that.
Yeah, but I switched it for the damage onto that one by accident.
Yeah, but unfortunately, with... Would you roll a 17? Oh, but that's with the -4 for unconscious, so that's a 13. And a 13 is not sufficient to hit him.
Okay. That is though, right?
That is definitely sufficient to hit him, though. You are no servant of T.R.A.S.H. And you just punch him right in the face, and he goes down like a sack.
One down, one to go.
That's 2 actions. You have 1 more action left.
Hmm?
No, that's 1 action. That's flurry.
Yeah. She's going to target this one.
Okay.
Does that -5 since it's a different target, or?
Yes, it's still a multi-attack penalty
Okay.
because it's the same round. Multi-attack penalty is based on the number of attacks in round. Unfortunately, with a 3 on the die, you missed that one.
Thankfully, not critical.
You do still have 1 more action.
Fuck it. For a penny and for a pound.
Oh, not that time. Not on a 3rd attack. 3rd attack is hard to do.
Yep, that's it.
You're still targeting the wrong kobold.
Oh,
with that.
whoops.
That was with unconscious too, but either way, if you miss the unconscious one, you also miss the conscious one. As that works. Still, you did very dramatically take 1 down. Baxter Bones, there's a guy right in front of you. Ha! You try to bite him. Oh, that shouldn't be Scamper, though, because Scamper only applies to that 1 attack. I forgot to turn that off. Hang on. That's still not close enough to hit even without Scamper, though. So you miss as you attempt to bite the kobold rushing up to you. You critically miss, but not a natural 1, so it doesn't do anything bad.
We try again.
Yep. That's finally a good roll, but unfortunately it is your 3rd attack, and the negatives on that are just too much for you.
Yeah. Can't really do much.
Still, you have engaged in melee as you rabidly snarl and snap at the kobold, and the kobold just sort of dances barely out of reach. Lekmek looks at this guy right here and says,
What are you waiting for? Kill him!
Using once again the bark command, which spends an action to give this guy a strike. And he drives the pick down on Kara. Again injuring Kara. Kara being very close to death. And then he looks at Hen. And he says, in sneering, cold, draconic,
This is what an alpha kobold, who is jacked as fuck, can do.
Oh, God.
oh, wow, that actually worked for once in his life. I was almost certain saying that beforehand would result in a whiff. All right, with a piercing weapon, target is off guard until the end of its next turn, but I'm going to be honest, that is not going to matter here because he is about to do critical damage to Hen. And that is going to almost certainly put Hen down again. Yeah. Yeah. I will note, Elowen, Hen is now at dying 3.
No.
Little Paw.
It's okay, let me die. I'll just come back stronger.
I mean, Raise Dead is a ritual in this one, so, that does make it more flexible.
Little Paw's gonna dart over to Hen's size, and I want it to stabilize.
Okay, that would be a medicine check, Little Paw.
Please do the funniest thing ever and not won this.
No. Dr. Little Paw is in.
So the good news is...
Spending a hero point.
Okay.
Rerolling.
Yeah, because that would have been a critical failure.
You got this, Tavir.
That is much better. That is... Let me check and see if that's enough. It wouldn't be enough to treat wounds, but I think for first aid... Oh, no, that is not enough. That is not enough. I will note that Hen does still have a hero point, which means when Hen is about to die, Hen can spend that hero point and just not die.
That's good.
You can spend all your hero points, minimum 1, to avoid death. Whenever your dying condition would increase, you lose the dying condition and stabilize with 0 hit points. Little Paw, theoretically, that was only 1 action, so you can also try to stabilize Hen again.
Yeah, let's try again.
Okay. Your target number with dying 3 is 18. A valiant effort, but unfortunately, Dr. Little Paw, that is not enough.
Yeah, that's all my actions.
Yeah, that's all your actions. This guy looks at Kara, looks at Hen. You are no servant of T.R.A.S.H. And swings for Kara. And misses. What?
Are you sure
Impossible.
about that?
Impossible. A second swing. A second miss. You can't be. It can't be true. As Kara's deft and skillful martial arts cause her to just dodge blow after blow after blow. I will not believe it. Elowin, it is your turn.
Believe it or not, you piece of you're still gonna burn.
I'm stuck behind Baxter, aren't I?
You are, but... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Yeah, I wanted measuring stick. Measuring stick, there we go. Hen is within 30 feet, which means you can use 3 actions to do a burst heal action that will heal everybody within 30 feet.
Oh. Is that with the heal spell?
That's with the heal spell. It would require the 3-action version.
Okay, yeah,
And
we'll do that. 100%.
You won't get the bonus healing on that, so you won't heal for as much, but you will heal everybody. And given how bad Kara is, it's not like you can.
I see that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can focus it on Hen or whoever if you want, but
the 30-foot emanation. Is that what I do?
30-foot emanation. It emanates from you out to 30 feet.
Okay. I've never done this healing before.
It is your burst heal. It is a very effective tactic to have when your entire party is in trouble.
Do it here. Oh, and then roll healing.
Yes. All right. That is 9 for Hen. And that is 9 for Kara. As the power of Pharasma washes over the entire scene, causing the kobolds to shiver, although they are unaffected by the spell. It's also 9 for Baxter, but I don't think Baxter needs it. Little Paw doesn't need it. But you also feel the healing light of Pharasma.
Wait.
That took all 3 of your... What's that?
Why is there a skull on Hen?
That's a very good question. There shouldn't be. It must have triggered because it was automatic dying 3. The auto dying doesn't... It does a weird thing where it like cycles through the dying before it gets rid of it. But no, she was stabilized at dying 3, so Hen is good. Although wounded 2 now, which means Hen really doesn't want to go down again. That was your 3 actions. However, Verona has an action that she can use to move up towards you if you want.
Or Verona, yeah.
Verona gets up there.
Oh, okay, up there. My bad.
Or wait, no, it's difficult terrain, so Verona would get to there.
Okay. She's like, I'm on my way, deities.
Well, the kobold cannot get past Baxter Bones, which means the kobold is attacking Baxter Bones.
Out of my way, dog. Give the healer to me.
And the kobold critically fumbles. The Baxter Bones, remembering the art of gentlemanly combat, manages to deftly block the kobold's swinging arm. And because of the narrow tunnel, the pick pings off the rock and strikes the kobold in its own shoulder, dealing 6 points of damage to the kobold.
Oh, no, you mongrel. Die.
He does hit with his second attack. His shoulder bleeding. And with the third swing, misses once again. Another critical fumble. That third swing agitates the wound. In his shoulder. And he takes on the wounded one. The wounded one attribute. As the wound in his shoulder gets worse because of his wild swings. And he cries out in pain, the pain caused by his own actions. That guy's unconscious, so nothing he does matters. That guy is not part of this. Kara, it is your turn. You're feeling a little better. You're still hurting. You're feeling a little better.
Would have been so much easier had you all just surrendered. He furies that one again.
This time, you smack with that first blow. As it looks at you wide-eyed, having missed 3 times in a row, and now with a mighty blow back at it. No longer certain whether or not you are Dahak. Its face a bloody pulp. As you take your follow-up swing, max damage and almost max damage. It looks at you, and for a moment, it's as if it can see divine rapture, and it gasps, "Dahak," before your fist slams into it, knocking it out. That is only one of your 3 actions. You have 2 more.
Gonna fire a fire fist at that one.
Okay. Trying to do a little better with the fire than previous. Unfortunately, this one is wily. Barely does he manage to leap out of the way. He looks at you wild-eyed.
I do not recognize you as T.R.A.S.H. You cannot stop a fully trained machine that does CrossFit every day.
What the hell is CrossFit?
It's a Kobold thing.
Baxter Bones, it is your turn.
Baxter is going to bite again.
Right. This time, it's still a miss. I'm sorry.
And again.
And it's still a miss. I'm sorry. Did you miss by 1 both times? No, the first time you missed by 3. You have 1 action left, Shadow. Or, Baxter.
I'm going to step.
I'm not sure you can. I think he might be blocking your passage, and you can't step behind you because Elowin's there. Now, keep in mind, most characters in this game do not have reactive strike. Only particularly trained fighters do.
Okay. I will use my 3rd action to move here.
Okay. And you faced near death twice in this conflict. But now you're alive, albeit significantly injured.
I would like to stand up.
You can do that. As despite the bloody pick gouges in you from the great pick, you rise to your feet, swing with both of your dog slicers, and make a mighty hit.
Wrong thing.
Oh, that was the wrong thing?
Yeah, that's the damage it should have done.
Okay, that's just 4 more
It didn't
damage.
pick up my dog slices properly.
All right.
I can do this all
Lekmek,
day.
Lekmek looks at you, looks at Kara, and does a step motion.
You are blasphemy, a heretic, and I will not acknowledge an avatar of a god who doesn't go to the gym.
Did you just renounce the hawk?
Out of everybody here,
No, I renounce you.
out of
I
everybody
believe
here, Kara's the
Dahak.
one that looks like they do go.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna hit you with my pick now.
Oh! Blasphemy gives him power. Holy shit! This is going to hurt, Kara. Triple damage as a perfect strike.
Nat 1, nat 1, nat
At
1.
least it's on you and not me.
So how do I do this right? I need to actually do this as a single damage roll.
Uh-oh.
And then pick triple damage.
So that's 33 damage.
Yeah, that is. And I don't think...
Am
you
I
have that
rolling a
many
new
hit points,
character?
I mean, no, you're going to go
No,
down
if
to
that was
dying
me, I
2
would
at
be,
most.
though, probably.
Yeah, not even dying 2, dying 1.
Yeah, I'm the one that's close to a new character currently.
I'm trying so hard, you guys. I'm sorry.
You're
It's
doing
okay.
great.
It's okay.
Nobody's
When Han
died
dies,
yet.
I'll bring a cleric round,
See.
and they will be soul focus healing.
That's exactly what I am. I am soul focus healing.
Sure.
That's one distraction gone. The false prophet. Now for another distraction to go.
And he targets Little Paw. And hits Little Paw with his massive great pick. With a blow that's almost enough to knock the ferret across the room, Little Paw only manages to stay put because she clings to your armor, Hen, with her little ferret claws. A massive hit on Little Paw. But that is all he can do, and now it is Little Paw's turn.
She will move in and attack.
Yeah, she will. That's a critical hit and then a miss. But that first dagger finds a vulnerable point. And that big, powerfully built kobold is starting to look pretty well stuck and bleeding. That's Little Paw's turn. Elwyn.
I'm out of healing spells.
Well, you still have your combat healing.
I do. Am I able to get closer now that Baxter has moved?
No, you have no path
Yeah.
except through the kobold. I will note that nothing says your minion's actions have to be at the end of your turn.
But she would have to move in, and I could tell her what to do.
Yeah, you could spend an action to give her 2 actions to play with.
Can she move past me?
She can move past you because there's a space right here.
Okay.
You can move through an ally space. You cannot move through an enemy. Actually, you could move through an enemy space if you're willing to make an acrobatics check and beat his reflex. But acrobatics, I doubt, is Elwyn's strong suit.
Yeah, it's not Elwyn's strong suit. Verona. Let me see. She would have to take both turns just to get to him.
Because of the
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So you might be better off just attacking and then having
Yeah.
Verona move up.
I'm going to phase bolt it then.
Okay.
I'm coming, you guys.
You hit with the phase bolt. Go ahead and roll your damage as you fire a blast of Pharasma's power that stutter steps through existence on its way to the Kobold before slamming into him.
The Angie.
Oh, that is hefty. That is enough to take him down. You still have one action left.
Let me see. I'm gonna have her move forward.
First move is still under difficult terrain. After that, it opens up.
Okay. So 15 feet. She can go 15 feet right now?
Yes, that would
Okay.
be 20 feet.
Oh, 20 feet.
Yeah, so you have 5 feet left over.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Verona will move up as well.
Verona can make one move action. Keep in mind that each square costs an extra 5 feet.
Yes, so she can go here. No, yes. Yes?
Yeah, so that would be 15, 20, 25. Yes, she can go there.
Okay. There we
As
go.
she tries to squeeze through the narrow tunnels.
She's like, I'm coming.
All right. He's unconscious. He is likewise unconscious. He doesn't matter. Baxter Bones.
Yeah.
There's only one more on his feet.
You could have stopped before his feet.
Well, I mean, technically 2 of them are just unconscious.
It is dark.
No,
so
as
I
in
can't
there's
really
one more on.
see.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But it shouldn't be because I guess it turns Kara's torch off too, which it shouldn't. Because... Okay, it's because it switched Kara's torch to dropped, which it is dropped, but that wouldn't stop it from burning. So there you go, Baxter.
Alright, I will... aim my sling and fire.
Ha!
That is a miss.
I will fire again. Or reload and fire.
Okay, that's at your first MVP level. Unfortunately, once again, no. 2 rocks fly at him.
And
Just
that's
like...
my turn.
It was you! You are the one throwing rocks at me!
I don't know what you're talking about, good sir. You're obviously delusional.
Oh, I'm Lekmek.
And it is your turn. Lekmek is wounded, but so are you. That is a hit. That is a second hit as both of your double slices hit. Lekmek is looking very poorly now. That's 2 of your actions, Hen. You have 1 more. That third one, unfortunately, will miss. It's hard to nail that third one at these early levels.
It was a 19 on my screen for all of a second. And then it was like, whoop, nope.
Painful, always painful. Kara, it is your turn. You are currently down and potentially dying. I need you to make me a death roll. That should be on your character sheet. There should be a recovery check icon next to the dots that show what your dying level is. Unfortunately, Kara, you do not recover. And you are now dying too.
Well, I guess I should start looking at that new character.
Yeah, because you already spent your hero point. You can't do the auto recovery.
Nope.
Little Paw stabs him really, really hard.
Lekmek's like, you will not snatch my victory, little rodent. Look at you, you're tiny. You couldn't even bench press a thimble. Or like 2 thimbles on the end of a toothpick.
There are advantages to being tiny, though, such as making yourself a very small target. But that second swing gets you.
God, I hope Lekmek
Little
doesn't have a
Paw, you're not
podcast.
looking good at all. And at that, he is going to back away. Hen, are you going to take the attack of opportunity?
Of course.
Okay.
Even if it's probably going to be his feint again.
Yeah, it is his feint again, but you still get that swing. So he's going to be back here instead.
Oh,
no.
you're kidding me.
Oh no, the horror.
It was a 19.
Your weapon takes 1d6
Hero point.
damage. You're going to hero point it?
Yeah.
Okay, you spend your hero point. That's still a miss,
It's
but
not
it is
much
not a
better.
critical miss. It is not a critical miss, and he is going to get 1 swing at you at a basic strike.
Stop trying to kill me and kill me.
Well, he's decided to oblige this time. 10. Yeah, with wounded 2. Luckily, he didn't get you by much, which means you are still hanging on to dying 3. There is a chance you will die on your next turn. Kara, you're at dying 2. I guess there's a chance that you'll... No, there isn't a chance that you'll die on your next turn unless you get hit again. But that is all he can do. Little Paw, it's your turn.
Okie dokie.
Elwyn, as long as nobody gets hit again, Hin could potentially die on their next turn. Kara, on the other hand, has at least 2 turns.
Thank you.
That's another crit from Little Paw. 2 misses, but 1 crit, once again stabbing him in a very vulnerable spot. The back of a Volkswagen. Laugh, damn you. Little Paw, roll your crit damage.
I think Henrietta's going to have to change her nickname from Hen to Chumbawamba.
After all this is over, you can get some whiskey drink and some lager drink and some cider drink.
Well, she gets knocked down. She gets up again. And then she gets knocked down.
Do I get to pick which of the critical hit effects applies here?
What do you mean which?
Because the critical hit dex list.
Oh, right.
Or
I forgot to check that. You're attacking with a piercing weapon with your dagger. So the crit effect is the target is suffocating until subject to magical healing. As you stab your knife into his windpipe, he clutches at his throat and starts desperately trying to breathe. And he just can't.
Little Paw is like gonna be like looking like into his eyes, and she's just gonna say, shh, sleepy time now.
You feel as if there's a presence inside you that's rather happy about that. So yeah, at the end of each of his turns, he must make a DC 20 Fortitude save, or take 1d10 damage, or if he critically fails, he just dies. And each turn after the first, the DC increases by 5 and the damage by 1d10. And those increases are cumulative. Suffocation is horrifying. Suffocation until magical healing. Yikes. That is terrifying.
Isn't he like dead? Because if he can't cast healing, he's just gonna suffocate to death now.
Oh, it's certainly he is technically still alive right now. Unless he keeps making that fortitude save, he's essentially dead. He's dying. Advance him to dying 3 just because it's fun to draw that out. Elwyn, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move up to Hen and I'm gonna battle heal.
Okay. Are you going for DC 15 or DC 20?
DC 15, because I gotta get some healing out there.
Okay. DC 15. That is a 14. You have a hero point.
I'm gonna use it. Can I use it?
Yes, you can. Reroll that. All right, that's better. Roll 2d8.
Thank goodness. I was panicking a little bit there.
Yeah, no, that is that is panicking time right there, because
Yeah.
that leaves it down to a flat recovery check. That is not in Hen's favor with dying 3. 11 points of healing to Hen. This is probably going to give you... Well, no, I'll just get rid of that because you're no longer dying. You're no longer wounded. Because you were healed. And you now have 11 hit points left. You're conscious, Hen. Once again, you claw yourself back up from the abyss. As your helpful Pharasman says, not yet. Not yet. Elowen, you actually have one more action.
I know, I'm trying to figure out what I should do with that.
You know, one of these days your god is going to be annoyed that you keep stopping me from going there.
She's like, I'm trying to bring Hen to me.
Can you get the hint? How much more do I have to spell this out for you?
I mean, you could give your action to Farana to do something.
Yes, you could.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good
What
point.
would
I'm gonna
Farana do in that situation?
WWFD.
Can she get to... is she able to get to the Kobold slave?
Which one? The one right
The
forward?
one right next to me.
Oh,
The
here?
one that's still up.
She should be. Yeah, that's only 2 squares.
Okay.
And it opens up after that next one, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she she has one more action to play with.
And is this slave is also aggroing?
That slave is unconscious currently.
Ah, right, okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, all the slaves around Kara are unconscious.
Okay. Then she's just gonna move to like... Oh yeah, she'll stay there. And then next turn she'll go and attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, she'll move closer. Sorry, she'll move closer because I forgot she's got the second
Yes. Can move that
yes.
far.
Yes. No, I tried to move there.
All unconscious. He doesn't matter. Baxter Bones. There's one guy left, and he's got a dagger in his trachea, and he's gasping for air desperately.
My computer died, so give me a minute.
All right. Are you okay if we move on to the next turn? While we wait for you?
Yeah, you guys can move turn.
Okay. Kara, please roll me a recovery check. You recover. And thus are now dying 2.
Oh, I'm not out of the woods. Okay, I'll continue making my
No.
Dragonite then.
But you did just buy yourself another round. Or wait, no, that shouldn't be. Hang on. Yeah, you lose the dying condition. You have stabilized. You're still wounded, but you have stabilized. You're also still unconscious because, you know.
Making them
Zero.
unconscious again made them re-drop the torch.
My goodness. And here's the question. Are you going to put the kobold out of his misery? Or are you going to watch it suffocate?
I'd love to say that I watch it, but knowing him, he'd probably just attempt to kill me again out of spite.
Okay.
So I'm going to get up and attempt to kill him out of spite.
Okay. You spend an action standing up. You are now up. That is definitely a hit. That's a miss, but you did hit with that first one, so. It's not a sure thing you're going to kill him, but it's a pretty good idea. Yeah, that'll take him out. Hen, describe how you kill the choking and suffocating kobold.
Okay, so Hen sort of like pulls herself back up, grabs him by the throat to like staunch the bleeding slightly, and leaning in, knowing that he doesn't understand, is going to say to him in Goblin, "And this is what the real heroes do." And then and then she drives the blade up underneath the arm, up through into his head, and then pulls back down out, and then drops him.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
And she'll spit on the corpse.
Little Paw is just kind of hung on there, like holding the dagger, and just there's a little, like a tiny giggle that only Hen will probably be able to hear as she watches the light go from his eyes.
And at that point, Hen's going to find a nearby part of the wall and just like collapse against it.
A wise move. Hen, for that bit of roleplay and quite frankly breathtaking awesomeness, you get a hero point. Kara, for being Avatar of T.R.A.S.H till the end, you get a hero point. Elowin, for wildly multitasking all of your
being
healing.
the Surgeon General.
Yeah, for being the Surgeon General, you get a hero point, which restores, I believe, everybody to 1 hero point. We are now out of combat. However, Kara is still unconscious, and a lot of people are wounded. And also, there is no torch.
But we're currently safe.
You don't... Well, give me a perception check.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a really good perception check. You do not hear anything coming down any of the corridors.
Okay.
Can Only I take one a moment? Kobold.
Oh,
What do you want to take a moment to do?
Oh, I was just gonna say, can I take a few moments and try and get everybody healed up a little bit?
You can heal. I mean, you can treat injuries on anybody once an hour. Each person can benefit from treat injury once an hour. It takes 10 minutes each time you do treat injury.
So,
are you guys good if we stop here for a minute and I heal y'all?
Hen is going to just nod.
Okay.
So, Serpent, as I'm close to death's door, am I being like seeing the Hawk or Bastet at this point?
You're not seeing any of them. You're just unconscious.
Okay.
You never actually died. However,
Little Paul's gonna like stand.
19 is on whom?
10.
Which medical check? Who did you give that medical check to, Elwin?
10.
Hen? Okay. Was
Hen,
that a
hen.
DC 15 or a DC 20? You didn't
That was a
say
15.
DC 20, so roll
Yeah.
2d8. Okay. That heals Hen. Hen's feeling better. About half health now.
Little Paul's gonna stand up on the kobold's corpse and like sway from side to side and raise both daggers up, and she just goes, and the hat's chosen ones win again.
And Kara needs healing.
Kara is unconscious and at 0 hit points, so yes.
So the answer is yes. Okay.
It's a shame. We were so close to me introducing Hen's cousin.
I am not letting you go down.
Hen's cousin.
Over my dead body, literally.
But Penny's a great goblin.
Or Penny.
She has a tank.
I'm sure she's great. I'm great too, though.
All right, that is sufficient to beat a 15. That's 2d8 healing.
Oh no, I wasn't actually going to bring in the cleric.
Actually, I'm sorry, that's critical hit on that, so that's 4d8 healing.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Penny's like an inventor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she has
I'm
a
still not gonna let you
tank
die.
as a companion.
Roll 2 more d8.
Yeah. Okay.
I just have to keep trying.
I'm still not gonna let you die.
I'm just going to keep trying, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm just too good.
That is 24.
I don't know, I almost made it there.
Kara, the moment before your eyes open, you hear, "They doubted you. Show them with fire." And then you wake up conscious.
You know, that's a good idea. Which one is unconscious and not dead?
The ones to the north and south of you are unconscious and not dead. Yeah, the main one is suffocating, so he's dead by this point because he's not even conscious enough to make those saves.
I'm pretty sure I killed him.
You definitely sent him down to the dying condition, which because he's suffocating means no. You absolutely did because of the description. You're absolutely right. You killed him dead.
Yeah, there's no way I wasn't gonna be lethal to him.
The only ones left alive are the one to the north of you and the one to the south of you.
Kara's gonna stabilize this one.
They are stabilized. You knocked them out with non-lethal damage.
Well, bring them, conscious.
Aw, Little Paul was just climbing onto.
Not right
Okay,
now.
roll me you fail that medicine check.
Oh.
Against the one on top. You can make another one against the one on the bottom. You fail that medicine check. You can't seem to bring them around. And again, medicine is really not your specialty.
Carrie, you see Little Paul clambering on top of the one next to you that's above you that's unconscious.
Kara's gonna glare at Little Paul and then grab it grab the kobold by the neck. Look like she's about to kiss it, but instead she's just going to breathe fire into its mouth.
Okay, you all just saw Kara execute a kobold with fire breath.
Say.
You could say it's a kiss of death.
That's a 15-foot cone.
Inside its body, yeah.
The kobold
The
is
inside of its
15
body
foot.
does well. No, technically, intestines they're pretty long.
What basically happens is you release the body just before you breathe the fire, and the force of it knocks the kobold back. Everything flammable on the kobold catches. There's nothing flammable on the ground, it's hard stone.
Well, it's spirits, so...
There's a perfectly flammable ferret.
Actually, you're right. It is spirit,
Yeah.
isn't it? So you definitely kill it. Little Paw, because he grabbed it by the neck and held it up, I am assuming that he can angle it away from you.
Yeah. My intention was
As a
for this to
roleplay
go
thing.
through its whole body.
You hit it with spirit, and you hear sharply,
With fire.
it's definitely dead now. You just spirit blasted its life away.
Pepper breath. Ha!
Oh, fine, fine. Oh, what that voice is from. Goes over to the other one and ignites it.
Now that one catches and begins to burn. It comes conscious just long enough to realize it's on fire. And then its one hit point that it gained back fades again as the fire consumes it, and it screams and writhes. And something inside you likes that.
Happy now.
Oh, and send Kara back. I don't think we got the right one here.
Okay. She just starts chanting.
Give me a
Don't get me started.
bare-brained. Well, I don't know if it's bare-brained for you actually. Give me a religion roll, Kara.
Good deed goes unpunished. No act of charity goes unresented.
That's not enough yet. Around this time, about this time, coming up through the tunnel.
Oh, we followed the flames, Avatar of T.R.A.S.H.
I'm gonna pick up and light your torch again because people need light.
While that's all going on, can I grab the mace off Tex-Mex?
Yes, you can. It's a great pick.
So that's what I meant. Yeah.
Basically a huge ass pick, and you can grab the light picks too. Are you wanting to use the great pick now? Otherwise, I'll stick it in party stash.
Not right now, but hence sort of keeping that as her trophy because she technically got the kill.
Yeah, then I'll give it to you on your sheet.
And there's no way the little paw would be able to carry it. So
this is true. It is a even though it's sized for small creatures, it is quite a bit for a tiny one. There, that should have dropped into your inventory.
I see it.
Yeah. And then the rest goes into party stores.
So, since Kara failed that religion check, she doesn't know where that voice came from.
More importantly, you don't really know what it wants.
So Kara's just gonna say, "Are you happy now, little Paul? I killed him with fire."
Little Paul gives her a quizzical look.
Elowen, why don't you give me a religion check?
Hey. I got a really good number.
That is a really good number. Someone who's been calling themselves the Avatar of T.R.A.S.H just burned somebody alive. You don't know a lot about T.R.A.S.H. Very few mortals do. It is mostly a dragon deity. Even the kobolds probably don't know much about him. They just follow him because he's a dragon deity. But something about that, about Kara suddenly burning someone alive. I mean, Hen killing off the unconscious, that's always been a pragmatic thing. And Hen has always made it quick.
Yeah.
You know, that may or may not be a particularly heroic thing to do, but it made a degree of sense. Burning someone alive feels like an escalation. And something inside you doesn't like the fact that someone calling themselves, even as Dodge, the Avatar of T.R.A.S.H, is now doing that. That seems like an excessive dedication to the bit.
Yeah, it seems like you're taking it a little bit too far, friend.
Yeah. You get to decide what you want to do with that information. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna say, though.
Little
I
Paul's gonna
think
say it's not very heroic of you.
at some point we need to realize that it is a real god, and we need to respect that in some way.
God. They deserved it.
They deserved a quick death.
Yeah.
Dinky and Peaky says,
T.R.A.S.H's cleansing fire comes to us all. In the end.
I think next time we're doing it, let's just do it a little faster. There's no point in making them suffer.
I use the tools I have.
Is it known that those two kobolds understand common? Pinky and
Dinky and Pinky both understand common. That's been established.
Okay.
Their common is not good, but they can converse in it.
Why have we not stopped the lifeblood of those followers?
Because they're good guides.
Yeah, we're very good guides.
And you just told me to be more heroic. Why would we kill those that, aren't hostile?
They're a bad influence.
Hey, she's got a point. They are good guides. They're doing their best. They haven't hurt us.
Yeah, please don't spill our lifeblood for
I'd like to point out, you're saying they're good guides. They haven't guided us anywhere.
We can guide you. You're going to the prison, right? Not really, sort of makeshift, but the pen where they keep prisoners, right?
Yes.
That's in the hatchery.
So?
Two ways to go. Two ways to go. Either that way, and they point towards the passage on your right, to the north and right. Then around through the slurp kennels and the crossroads, and then you're there. Or back the way we came, and then through the north passage, and then left through the crossroads.
Which is the least guarded?
There will be slurks in slurp kennel, but otherwise, that depends on if they're expecting you.
Let's say they're expecting us.
Then, if you're lucky, we'll just be guards waiting at the crossroads. If you're not, then Dark Talons. Very bad.
Let's hurry before they can gather up enough Dark Talons to stop us, then.
Shortest way is back in chamber with elevator and then north. But shortest way may be guarded. We don't know that. Roundabout way is
we know one
through
of
the
them
slurp
run that
kennels.
way.
See, we are good guides. Hatchery also has many young ones. Maybe do not kill future of tribe. Oh, great servants of T.R.A.S.H.
We'll see how things go. If they try to kill us, we'll have to defend ourselves.
I said none but myself.
Young ones probably won't. They are not yet warriors, or slaves, or miners, or whatever they will end up being. Only the best get to be warriors.
Either
It is not
way,
fair.
Dinky, Dinky, put on the uniform and armor of these two dead kobolds.
Oh, okay. Weapons too, oh great servant of T.R.A.S.H?
That's up to Hen.
No, you don't get weapons.
Okay. And they take it's all of them. Only one of them.
What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, eh, Hen?
Speak for yourself. I felt stronger this morning.
So, are you moving on immediately, or are you going to wait a little while so that treat injury can happen again?
Gara's gonna
But we
keep
don't-
going unless she stopped.
Hen's going to stop Kara and say, this way is quicker.
Fine.
And head back towards this area. Muttering something about not really having enough time to wait around if they're possibly going to put guards around everywhere.
Is
Saying that we should probably consider the time.
Yeah.
Yes, I do think the session's going to come to a close very soon. My question is, are you going to rest and recover your strength? Especially
Yes,
considering
please.
that your healer has no more spells, or are you going to move on?
Let's rest.
I think we should rest, and tomorrow we should finish this.
I will note that you already rested once this 24 hours because you decided to wake up in the evening. It is currently 9, a little bit before 9:30. By the time you have this conversation, everything about it, it'll be about 9:30. Until after midnight, you cannot do a long rest to regain spells and such again. But every hour you rest, you can make another treat injury roll.
Do we have short rests in 2E?
No.
No, that is a D&D 5e thing only. I mean, at least under that moniker, like there is, rest 10 minutes when you're fully healed and you get rid of wounded and stuff like that. But that's not. There's not a set short rest. There are some things that, if you rest for a short time, you get again. But
I think we should go right now before they put more guards on the crossroads. But if you insist, we can wait. But we can only afford one hour.
I feel like that's a decent. Yeah, I think that's a decent compromise. Let's take another hour, take a breather, and then we can go.
Elowen, did you want to also try to heal Baxter Bones, since Baxter Bones is slightly injured, and also Little Paw?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I just want to remind you of this
point
situation.
that out if I miss it. Thank you.
Because this was harder than it needed to be because you basically ran into 2 encounters at once. But which one was that for, Baxter or Little Paw?
Baxter.
But there are difficult stuff, coming up. So, like I said, this is not a dungeon that you can do all in one run.
Is that a challenge?
That's 2d8.
We'll do a 24-hour
I mean, if you want to take it that way, but I very well might kill you. Okay,
I told you, I've already got a character waiting in the wings.
Is up to full.
Nice. Then we'll do Little Paw.
Hey, Serpent.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna call session soon? Because I have a.
We are. We're just doing.
In the morning.
I actually do as well. But we are going to do healing, and then we're calling the session.
Okay.
Yes, that succeeds. 2d8 healing to Little Paw.
I'm starting to think I should just do the 20 thing because I do have a plus 11.
You can always roll a 1.
Right?
Or with a plus 11, you can always roll a 8 or less.
Yeah.
It's up
the
to you.
15 is much easier to aim
and
for,
keep in mind, if you hit 25, that's now a critical success on a 15, which means you get double the healing.
That's fair.
Okay, so that takes us to 10 before. You wait until 10 o'clock, and then at 10:10, you can heal Kara again. No, Hen again, because Hen was the first one you healed.
Yeah. I'm gonna try the 20 thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna try that. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you do not hit a 20.
Dang it.
I told you not to do it.
I know.
You can now heal Kara again.
Listen, I just wanted to try it.
No, it's fine. It keeps me at low health, ready to die next session.
No.
That doesn't even hit a 15, so
Man,
unfortunately nothing for Kara there.
Sorry, guys.
And then at 10:40 thereabouts, you can heal Little Paw again.
Okay.
That one will actually be a crit, so you heal Little Paw for 4d8.
think that's overhealing.
Probably, but yes, that does heal Little Paw up to full. Okay, if you'll go ahead and move yourselves to the room that you were in when you did that healing, and we will end the session there. I hope everyone had a really good time. I mean, I want to remind you as a GM that it's not always a good idea to rush into a second encounter while you're still in initiative for the first. But you guys do you, and you came through that all right. So what do I know? The slurk slime would have dried up by now over here. I hope everyone had fun, and we will be back next week for more Pathfinder. We will be back probably tomorrow and the next day with streaming. I'm going to try to stream something on Saturday. Rexy, are you going to try to stream something this next week?
On Monday, yeah.
On Monday. Okay, so we're going to have a lot of stuff going on this week. So keep your eyes peeled. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss anything. Have a great time watching us, set things on fire and possibly get corrupted by evil dragon gods. I have been your Game Master Serpent, and playing at the table today has been
Xios as Kara.
Tavirs, Little Paw.
Rexy as Hen.
Celestia as Baxter Bones.
Bringing it back.
Shadow as Owen.
nice callback. Nice callback to the beginning
Thanks,
there.
thanks.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
TTFN.
Bye.